The opening decades of the 20th century were marked by other development as well. A group of Muslim landlords and Nawabs formed All India Muslim League at Dhaka in 1906. So just after 1905, the Bengali in Bengal we started Swadeshi movement. After that, 1906, Muslim group of people there, some of the Muslim group of people, they started All India Muslim League were in Dhaka, that is in 1906. The league supported for the partition of Bengal, and the Muslim League, what they are saying like that, we can make this partition. Then it is desired a separate electorate for Muslim, because they was asking for, or their demand for getting the separate electorate for Muslims and Hindus like that. So a demand considered by the government in 1909. Some of the seats in the council were now reserved for Muslims who would be elected by Muslim voters. So what they done, instead of making the separate electorate, what they made some of the reservation seats for Muslims. And this tempted the politicians to gather a following by distributing the favor to their own religious groups. So those who become the elected representative as a reserved seats in Muslim seats, and what they done, they done some of the favor, or they got the temptation to do favor to their own religious group or their own caste group like that. Meanwhile, the Congress split in 1907. The moderates were opposed to the use of boycott, and they felt that it is involved in the use of force. After the split of the Congress came to dominated by the moderates with a Tilak's followers functioning from outside. The two groups reunited in December 1915. Then 1907 again Congress party also becoming, or National Congress also splitted to two, moderates and radicals. Then 1915 they are coming together again and joining together. The next year Congress and the Muslim League signed a historic Lucknow Pact and decided to work together for a representative government in the country. In 1916, they even Congress and Muslim League, they are coming together and they are making a pact or a treaty or a agreement that is known as the Lucknow Pact, and by that what they done, they decided to work together for the representative government in the country. Now we will go back to 7th standard lesson, what we studied about Bengal and Bengal language like that things. Let us watch. See, this is the 7th standard lesson, 9th lesson, making of the regional cult, and in that first we studied about Cheras and development of Malayalam. That it was there in textbook, and in the Cheras kings, they used Malayalam as the official language, or they started to use the Malayalam to write the official documents like that. Not in the paper, it was writing on the metal plates or in the stone inscriptions. Then rulers of the and the religious tradition of the Jagannath cult. Jagannath, where it is Jagannath temple, that is in Puri, that is in Orissa, and the tribal people, they started to draw the Jagannath, that is the word meaning it is God of the world, and later they given the attribute to Lord Vishnu. And then what they done, they made the picture in the palm leaves, and they started to make that one the tribal people. And the later came kings. What they done, they made the temple in the name of Jagannath, like that it is developing. The next one, the Rajputs and the tradition of heroism. So Rajput, they are the name of the kings, especially in Rajasthan area. Even British people, they was calling Rajputana instead of British, where they are having the many Rajput families was ruling there, not a single family, many families. And we can see in other parts of India also Rajput, that is the like that surnames also. So they was giving more importance to what we can this heroism. and they was fighting maybe two people in the same family to get the power and like that things, or to get the political power, and in neighboring area they was fighting like that. They were means different in different way they was for different reasons they was fighting, and it is everything depicted in or written in the form of poems and stories, and it is giving that people using that poems and stories to inspire the people for heroism. The next one, it is beyond the regional frontiers, the story of the Kathak, and how the this other folk dances or the classical dance, how it is forming and how it is spreading everywhere, and who given the importance like that things we are studying in 7th standard. Kathak means word meaning it is the stories. There was a community, especially in North India, that community was known as the caste of the storytellers. They was using different gestures and movements like that to say the story very interestingly. That slowly it is developed as the as a classical form that is known as Kathak. Then not only in Kathak, we are having other some of the classical dance forms here in India, like Bharatanatyam in Tamil Nadu, Kathakali in Kerala, Odissi in Orissa, Kuchipudi in Andhra Pradesh, Manipuri in Manipur, like that different classical dances we are having. Then we are having folk lore also, folk dances, folk songs like that things in according to the area wise we are having. Then comes the painting for the patron, the traditional miniature, making the small statues and paintings. That is another one method of depicting the or showing the things. We can see the Akbar and his work they done in a small form of the painting. Here we can see picture 7, it is given that one. Then that is developed under Mughal kings in Delhi. Then when they become weaker, then these painters they went to Himachal Pradesh, and they are developing that miniature painting. Already they had some painting methods, and with this collaboration of these painters, those who came from the Delhi area, they are developing new methods. Okay, then comes the last part of the lesson, comes the closer look to Bengal. Here the last part of the lesson we can see a closer look to Bengal. First one, the growth of the regional language, how it is developed, and in starting there was speaking some we can see. As we saw the outset, we often tend to identify regions in terms of the language spoken by the people. So we assume that people in Bengal always spoke Bengali. However, it is interesting that while Bengali is now recognized as a language derived from Sanskrit, when we are studying the history of Bengali language, we are coming to the conclusion like that Bengali it is derived from Sanskrit. Then that is in early Sanskrit text suggests that people of Bengal did not speak Sanskrit language. Even in 7th century, like that travelers when they came to India, they also said like that. There was some people said there was no language like that. Some area they said like that it is there. In one of the Chinese traveler in 7th century, last sentence of the paragraph, he said like that he observed that language related to Sanskrit were in use of all over Bengal. And why it is? Because of the one of the regional king, what he done, and he sent the Brahmins to that area, and this Bengal people had the trade relation with Magadha area, Bihar area, and like that slowly they learned, they got the influence of Sanskrit in the in their language. So like that it is developing Bengali language. Then it is coming in 15th century, the Bengali group of dialects came to be united by a common literary language based on the spoken language of the western part of the region, now known as the Western Bengal. So in West Bengal area, we can see that they are they are thinking about their own language, development of their language. For that purpose, they are making their thinking, discussions and debates like that. Then we can see many non-Sanskrit words also they are used slowly like that. Then we can see the influence of other languages also, Persian or European languages, even tribal languages influence we can see in Bengali language. So it is slowly, even when we are it is developing, and it is developing its own literature. Some we can see two branches of that one. One is having the connection with Sanskrit, means the translation of Sanskrit work, and some other second branch, it is they are developing their own literature in their own language, like that. Then that is known as the Nath literature, and here we can see Mayanathi, Gopik Chandra and Dharma Thakur. That is the one of the Mayanathi is the mother of Gopi Chandra, and she is giving means this is a particular song which was often enacted, describe how Mayanathi, a queen, encouraged her son Gopi Chandra to adopt the path of asceticism and the face of variety of obstacles. Dharma Thakur is a popular regional deity often worshipped in the form of a stone or a piece of wood. So we can see the again different development other than the Brahmanical or Sanskrit literature. They are having their own literature, literary works later. Then next one, it is the temples of the Bengal. We very special temples we can see. Terracotta temples. Last year we never said like these things. I know that one because of the time problem we said like that. Okay. The second paragraph of this page, the term included saints of the Sufi, saints or Sufi and other religious personalities, daring colonizers and defied soldiers, various Hindus and Buddhist deities, even animistic spirit. The cult of the Pir became very popular, and their shrines can be found everywhere in the Bengal. And the people, those who are like we studied in 8th lesson of 7th standard again about Bhakti movement and Bhakti saints. With that we studied about Sufi saints also. So these Sufi saints or Bhakti saints, they are giving a special consideration here. They are making the poems and they were singing the bhajans like that. So slowly it is getting the popularity everywhere in Bengal, and they are starting the temples or shrine for gods in everywhere in Bengal. Then Bengal also witnessed a temple building spree from the late 15th century. When it started, maximum it is started in 15th century. When we are studying the Bhakti this movement, it is starting from 7th century, but it is becoming more popular in 13th, 14th and 15th century. So in 15th century they are starting with the temple building and other things. Then even some low social group people, they also starting their own temples with the help of bricks and terracotta temples also. So let us see one of the picture of terracotta what they used here. This is the terracotta plaque what they used to depict the stories of our epics or Vedas like that, and they used, and if you are seeing the videos of or if you are visiting Vishnupur, that is the major temple, we can see here it is given that I think Vishnupur temple. Okay. Vishnupur temple, it is given the word, it is somewhere it is given, and I will show that one. In Vishnupur they are used maximum this one what they used this terracotta tablets to make the temple, and inside of the temple it will be very plain, and outside they are making the decorations. Then okay, here we can see the Vishnupur temple of in Bangura districts of West Bengal, and it is decoration and in excellence like that things it is given. So if you are going to West Bengal and you can visit all these things, still they are kept everything in traditional way itself, and the other terracotta styles of decorations and what we can say painting and other things are there, the clay modeling of the animals like that things. Then cloth work is there, then some of the other craft work also we can see there. So those who are interested, you can go and visit there. Then last part we studied like that fish as food. even the Brahmins, they was able to they got the permission because of the particular available food of that area. Because of that one, even they changed in the rules of about the Brahmins in there only in Bengal region. Brihant Dharma, in that Brihant Dharma Purana, in that they are saying like that even Brahmins can eat fish like that only were in Bengal area. Okay, what we studied. Then we are studying emergence of nation state in India. That also it was there in 7th standard lesson. And emergence of nation state not in India, we are it is given about the European countries. Okay, if you are having book in your hand, you can read it. Okay, thank you. Have a nice day.